the back line in uncomfortable situations. And I think because those front three are so narrow and they're willing to send their fullbacks or their wingbacks forward very early. So I think sometimes it was just a little bit of overload, and I think that's why we end up having to kind of pin them back and playing a little bit more direct than probably would have wanted to. But it was just what the game needed in the moment.
Did you get a good look at Tani's goal?
Yeah, I got a decent little look. I'm normally not close to the halfway line, but of course we had them kind of locked in, and it's one of the few plays. So if the ball bounced out, I wanted to be in an area where I could kind of redeliver. So, but definitely happy for him and something that he deserved.
Dayne, can you walk me through that save you made in the 33rd minute off the header? When it crossed, it looked like it was going to go in, but you got a foot on that. Can you walk me through that one?
Yeah, for sure. I think the Cucho obviously makes a good run. DJ's trying to call Boxy late on, but it's one of the ones I'm because DJ calls Boxy, I'm able to check my shoulder and know where he's at too. And then I think I get to a good spot when the ball's about to be hit, and then just try to make myself as big as possible and goes off my knee.
Could you describe kind of the atmosphere in the day today? I know it's only 60 degrees in Minnesota in early March, but just with the finish, how just the atmosphere was today for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. It was excellent. I think we were definitely looking forward to showing them at home what we're capable of and this new style that we're playing. So I think we want to bring the crowd in the game, and although we didn't get to sing Wonderwall, I think the fans left happy with what they saw today.
How do you feel about 4 points in 2 games?
Yeah, I think obviously you want to stay undefeated as long as possible. You want some of those you want obviously as much wins as possible though too. But I think if you would have took 4 points from the first 2 games, most guys would have said yeah.
How do you think you guys have adapted to this new high press style?
Yeah, I think obviously we've won the ball in good areas and created chances off it. And I think it's been a nice full commitment from the guys in front to really commit to it.
What do you feel just about that kind of commitment to go 94 minutes and 94-26? I think is one of the to kind of keep fighting all the way in front of us.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was definitely something that I talked about last week with giving up the late goal after we conceded. I think, of course, we scored in extra time, but I feel like we kind of felt like we had the 3 points and we're happy with that. And we got punched in the mouth late by Austin, and they kind of made something of it. So I think, of course, the crowd stuck with us the full game as well, and we were able really to kind of push especially in those last few minutes. I think, and we rewarded them for that.
What did you see on Cucho's goal? Did you just have too much time and space up there?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a transition moment where a lot of guys are trying to get back, and then the guy at the back post is open, and he makes a good play in laying it off, and then 2 guys are trying to step into the ball, so he kind of hit it through the window where I wasn't really kind of able to get a good vision of it early. But I mean, someone of his class, if you give him enough opportunities, he's going to find the back of the net.
Talk maybe about your back four, and I'll just add it who that back four, Joel Trapp and Sonny Dotson, they're defending today?
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously Joel's played there a little bit in the past, but I think he's adapted very well to the position, and we had a lot of comfort of the other guys that played there. We played a lot of games together last year, so we have that connection of knowing each other, and I think Joe's done brilliantly, and I think the connection between Mickey and Joe being able to speak Spanish to each other, I think obviously helps, and I think, of course, Will's rotations, his leadership, and just being in the right spot to really kind of help the back line. And I think Boxy, especially today, did a great job of stepping in and winning a lot of those balls because their 10s are really dropping, and we said that we're going to go and press them. So I think winning those balls in the midfield really helped put the pressure on the guys in front of them.
It looks like you're playing the ball on the ground more. How comfortable are you feeling with the ball at your feet this year?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's something that I was always comfortable with. I think from growing up, the system I played was mostly on the ball, but I think the way Adrian asked me to play was a little bit more direct, maybe than I personally might have wanted. But you got to follow what the coach says. So I think I'm very comfortable in those situations, and I think it's just continuing to build those connections and be willing in some of those moments, accept that we might lose the ball, but that's going to be okay because that's going to be the style that we're going to play similar to Columbus. I think, of course, we won the ball a lot of areas today, but they didn't stop their style because that's what they're willing to live and die by.
Thanks, Dan.
No problem.
We've got Tani Oluwaseyi.
Tani, you think scoring an equalizer goal, your teammates wouldn't give you such a hard time?
I mean, I'm used to it at this point. It's year 3, been doing the same kind of where we joke along, we get along really well. So it's really good locker room. So it's good banter. It's good for the soul.
What did it mean to you to kind of hit that goal and kind of get a point here at home?
I think most importantly is just leaving with something. I think we worked hard from the beginning of the game all the way through, so we would have felt hard done if we didn't leave here with something. So to get that goal against the reigning champions felt good, and the work we put in all week, it shows that it's paid off for us. Yeah.
What did last year do for you to kind of go to San Antonio and score 16, 17 goals and kind of have that season to come back here this preseason?
I think the biggest thing is just the confidence, the confidence and just the game time. The best teacher is just playing. So to be able to go there and start 20 games or whatever it was kind of gave me that confidence, that belief that I could do it at a higher level. And, I made sure that coming into this year, I came with that same confidence and that same belief that I could do it at this level as well. And so far, preseason's gone well, and so far it's been paying off.
How much is the clock ticking in your head when you're getting ready for the throw-in and the ball coming all the way across to you?
I'm looking at it as Joe's going, and it's just ticked down to 94, and keep looking at the ref to make sure he's not, moving the whistle to his lips. And, when I saw that wasn't happening, then I said, okay, we're going to get one more. And I just try to be in a position where either I can hit the ball first time off a clearance or, in that case, take a touch and aim for goal.
When the ball found your foot, were you a little surprised the keeper came off his line? When you saw he was off his line, what was your first thought?
I knew I'd beat him to the ball. The next decision in my head was whether or not he would stay behind or if he would, if he'd stay right behind me or if he'd run back in his net. And as soon as he ran back in the net, the only thing in my mind was just to get a shot off and kind of live with the results.
There was a long ways looking to the other end, but were you running sprints at the end?
Yeah, so we usually just do sprints after the game, so not exempt regardless of of what happens, so join the guys, did the sprints, and just to make sure we're getting our workload in fully.
You don't get a pass, huh?
No passes here.
So you had teammates running to congratulate you.
Yeah.
Then you were running with the rest of them.
Yeah, are you referring to the celebration at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone quite a hard time from friends in college and these guys about my celebrations. And in that moment, it's a mix of, let's see if we can do something here to kind of finish the game out if the ref will give us some more time. And that felt incredible. So that mix in between was the result of that. But the more goals, it'll just continue to get better. Yeah.
What went into your head last week to kind of lay it off for Brand right there when you kind of maybe had a chance to shoot it?
It's one of those things where it just happens on the fly. If I don't see Brand there, odds are I'm shooting it. But once I saw him there and I knew he was in a better position than I was, it just made more sense to play him the ball, and hopefully, knowing he's in a better position than me, then he could get a shot off. And I knew he wasn't going to be offside because he ran from behind me, so I knew he'd be clean if I could get the pass off.
Dayne, what can you say about the start that you guys have had through these first two games? 4 points, 2 games, great start. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I think a lot of people on the outside probably didn't believe in us, but the guys in this locker room from day one, Cam has done a good job of making sure that we're all bought in and making us realize that the guys who are here are the guys who matter, and the opinions that matter are the guys who are in this locker room. And from the beginning, from day one up until today, we've always just bought in. We bought into what Cam is preaching. We bought into what Khalid has brought into the club, and we just continue to build and just continue to get better as a team. I think we still have a long way to go, and we can definitely get better, and there's things that we can be better at. But so far, I think just guys believing and guys fighting for each other has been the biggest thing for us, and we've done a great job so far, and hopefully we can keep it going.
The coaching seems committed to using all 5 subs. How do you think that's working out?
So far so good. First game, the 3 subs combined for a goal. This game, I come off the bench and I get a goal. So I think every guy who's come on has been, locked in on what the goal is for us, and we've done a good job of coming on and contributing on both sides of the ball, and it's worked out so far. So hopefully it just continues to go well for the guys coming off the bench.
Tani, in the moment where you were sent on loan, how did you react to that initially?
Truth is, no one's ever going to be happy about being told that you're not going to get game times with your parent club, but I quickly switched my mindset on it, and for me it was, okay, this is your situation now, and the best you can do for yourself is to go there and play to the best of your ability and kind of show what you can do at this level. So, after that first game that I had at San Antonio where I got the goal against Vegas Lights, that was the moment for me where I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. For however long I'm here, I'm going to give my all for San Antonio. And credit to Alan and the guys there, they believed in me from day one, and they put me in a position to be able to do what I did last year and also to be able to bring it over to this year as well.
Got time for 1 or 2 more questions.
Before the loan, do you have any experience with Cam playing for Minnesota United too?
Yeah, me and Cam have always had a great relationship since I've been at Minnesota United. He's been the second team coach for a couple of years, and he's very honest. He's helped me develop as a player. He's always told me what I've done well and what I haven't done so well. So, bringing that into here, I know that belief was still there from the second team. And from day one, he's told me you're going to get chances, you're going to get opportunities, and make sure you take them. So I'm grateful for him to continue to give me the opportunity. And, it's been good. It's been great so far, and he's been great with everyone since he's been here.
Last question.
I saw you running away for what was it? How did you celebrate that goal?
It was just a quick sprint. It was just my head was let's see if we could get another goal on see if we can sneak off at a win. But Lasani told me, Tani, there's 10 seconds left. It probably wasn't happening, but in my head, that's kind of what was going through my head at the moment. Yeah.
The league said Zhang was the fastest player in the league last week. Do you think you broke that record when you were celebrating?
I think I broke it when I got the ball off Schulte, actually. I think that. But the sprint was probably a close second. Yeah.
When you got that ball, when did you decide that instead of putting it right back at the net, you're gonna, control it, come and do a spin to get a better angle?
I think a lot of that is dictated on that first touch, and my first touch was able to put me in a position where I could see where the goal was, and I just said, "God be with the ball," and it worked. It worked out for me. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
That'll be good. Thank you.